Good morning. Welcome to
Sunday Chat
with me, Richard, and
me, Paul.
Paul. Richard and Paul. That's Richard and Paul since 2017. That's contractual. We have an arrangement. Yes,
Who with?
with our producers.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
Because we're such a huge channel now, we have to have people managing us, don't we?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Because with 14.2 million subscribers in New Zealand alone, we need help. We do. But that shouldn't stop you sharing us. Share us with your friends, your family. People who like watching a couple of old queens chat about nothing on a sofa somewhere in West London.
We could spread Richard and Paul all over the world.
And we have glamour, too. The glossiest lips on YouTube. For a man, that is. 'Cause I'm a man.
If I lick mine,
Don't lick them.
do they go glossy?
No. So, Paul, this week on Sunday Chat...
Sunday Chat!
Jesus. Mary Mother of God. It's turned very wintry, and I was looking in the garden the other day. No, Paul, I was filming in the garden. It's not charades.
I like charades.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yes, I guess it's that time of year where people start playing pointless games in their sitting rooms.
Charades isn't pointless. You get points, so it can't be pointless.
We don't get prizes.
Don't get prizes.
Anyway, it's that time of year when the leaves have turned mellow and the birds are scurrying
Turn
about.
yellow.
Paul, if you're not going to be serious. Really?
Well, there's something just dropped in our box.
It's disgusting.
There's a man going up there.
A man's just dropped something in our box.
Yeah.
That'll be the postman then.
On a Sunday.
Oh, it's Sunday, yes.
No, it won't be.
Can I get on with what I was supposed to
Oh,
be
yeah,
saying in
yeah.
the first bloody place?
Yeah.
For I was rudely interrupted. Really. The garden's mellow, the leaves have turned golden, many of them are dropping off. If you're going to provide a constant stream of mime, Paul, then we'll just call this Sunday Mime and not say anything at all. Really? If you had some skill at it, it would be a different matter. I was going to run a VT of beautiful garden goldenness.
Oh, well...
Birds and pigeons and calicarpers.
Run the VT then.
I've already run it. I think
Have
you'll
you?
find
Oh,
all over
right.
your mime.
Oh, my mind was brilliant.
Yes. Well, that's your point of view, which is often skewed, I find. So the garden's mellow, the birds are yellow, and whatever. Oh, ruined it now. Completely ruined it.
It's quite a nice day though.
It's lovely. It's cold, cloudy, blue sky, loveliness.
You got a lovely dawn this morning, didn't you?
Well, it wasn't dawn.
Wasn't it dawn?
Dawn had broken.
She'd broken. It might have been her sister.
You know, people don't come here for cheap jokes, Paul.
Oh,
Really?
dear. Well, I better find out where they do go for cheap jokes and go
Well,
over there then.
I can assure you there are plenty of other channels that do cheap gags.
Yeah, plenty.
Just cheap in general.
Are you trying to stop me shuffling my feet by touching my feet?
No, I'm just being nice.
Alright.
We've got quite a few things to talk about. This may end up being quite long.
It's December.
It is December the 1st. People are gearing up for Christmas and have been since September.
Oh yeah.
It's just outrageous. I don't really understand it. People must be so enthusiastic about Christmas.
Well, I think the first thing was that originally it was about trying to spread the cost of Christmas over a number of months, wasn't it?
But you can do that yourself. You don't need to...
I know, but that sort of sense, that common sense of doing that, has sort of been taken over once again by commercialism. And just, get.
Well, yeah, I know, but I just think the whole thing has been blown out of proportion. I totally agree with giving a gift, if you want to give a gift, but it's these parents, we've said it before, it's getting boring now.
Yeah, we'll stop it.
Really.
Yeah.
It's people that spend a fortune on their kids, plasma TV, game boxes, and God knows what else. It's just outrageously stupid, Teach the children. Let them lead the way. No, but teach them to save up. Save your money up if you want something. That's what we have to do nowadays.
Yeah.
We don't use credit.
No.
Do we?
No.
And you save up, you save your pennies, put them in your piggy bank, and when you want something, you've got the money there for it.
There's quite
And also it gives you time to decide whether you wanted it in the first place.
Oh, that's true. That's very true. Yes. Because it could get to a point where you just think, actually, I don't need that.
No, that's kind of where we're at with the car in a way, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're starting to try and think around the problem of not having a car. We have got a car, it's just really crap and it's on its last legs, but it still gets us around locally, doesn't it?
Yes.
I'm being serious now.
I can pop to the shop and locally sort of go around, do all of that, absolutely fine, no problem.
But we're having an issue with the fact that we've got to lay out money for it, or credit.
Yeah.
Join a finance scheme. And we're not sure we want to obliterate all our savings in one fell swoop.
No.
Or pay 15% APR on a finance deal.
Well, we went to look at more cars the other day, and the interest rate in the UK at the moment is about 2.5%, something like that. And the interest rate on the car loan was 12%. And it's sort of like, that's ridiculous. You want us to buy your car, yet you're penalising with ridiculous interest rates. And some are much higher than that as well. So, yeah, and the thing is, we're also not car people, really, are we?
We're not car people. We don't care what car you've got. We don't use our cars as a status symbol.
No.
At all. We never have done. The only time we've ever had a posh car was when you had the Mercedes.
Yeah.
And that was a very, very it was top of the range, top tasty. And it was glorious to be in.
Yeah.
To be honest, it really was. It had a fridge. But loads of cars have got fridges now.
They do. Our car has got a fridge at the moment.
It is one big fridge.
Yeah, because it's really cold and it's outside.
But anyway...
but we did get that car, that Mercedes, we would not have bought that car.
No. It was a business thing.
It was a business thing with a client that I had, yes. And we acquired it when I left their employ.
Believe it or not, we're not show-offs. We're not. We're very introverted, quiet people. We are. Honestly. It's true.
I was miming
anyway, go on.
Introverted,
car.
person.
So we've looked at different options.
Yes.
And one of them is a company called Zipcar. Zipcar. And it's like a car sharing thing.
Well, it is car sharing.
It's car sharing.
It's a cross between car sharing and car hire company, effectively.
People just leave them randomly on the streets and you just go and get in one.
Though you do have to pay for them.
With an app.
You have an app and you pay by the hour for
There's
them.
There's an app for everything these days.
And you see, for us...
We should have an app.
You can do the app. For us, we might go to the Chilterns and have a walk in the Chilterns. And it'll take us about an hour to get there.
Yeah.
It'll take us about an hour to get back. We'll be walking there for maybe 2.5 hours. So actually, if we hired one of these cars for 5 or 6 hours, that would, which is around 40 quid, I think, or 45, something like that, then we don't have to pay for fuel, we don't have to pay for insurance, we don't have to pay for the car, we just pay for that.
Fuel?
You don't have to pay for fuel, it's all included.
What do you mean? You've got to fill the car up?
No, you don't. No,
What
the
if
fuel's
somebody-
included.
Yeah, but what if somebody forgets to fill it up when they leave it somewhere?
I don't know, but it says fuel is included, so I assume you don't have to pay for fuel.
Maybe you have a little, I don't know.
Maybe you have a card or something. Anyway, so
It's all interesting.
we're thinking, as we might use maximum, really, use the car for a longer distance once or twice a week.
Where? Once or twice a week?
Yeah. I mean, say we went out once a week.
When you say longer distance, I'm thinking more like when we go to visit the Tittington Smythes.
No, then we would hire a car.
Yes.
We like we normally do. We would
Yes.
hire a car. But the thing is, with the cost of the car, whether we put it out with cash or our savings effectively, or whether we have it on credit, with your insurance, with your petrol, with all of that on top, it's going to be costing generally around £500 a month. So actually, that's £500 a month for the car to be sitting on our front drive
For most of the time.
most of the month.
Yeah.
So maybe we would be better when we occasionally do long visits and visit the Tittington Smythes, let's say, that we hire a car like we do at the moment, because we
Yes.
always hire a car when we go there. Or if we're doing the shorter day trips, we just hire something like a zip car. Because if we did that twice, let's say 4 times a month, at even £50 a time, that would be 200 quid. Let's say for 6 hours, 4 times, 200 quid, instead of putting out 500 quid on buying a car.
Yeah. So we're looking at those options, and they're quite interesting. We'll do a little bit more research into Zipcar and look at the reviews, because I don't want to randomly get into a vehicle that's been vomited in, or crisp packets on the floor and things like that, Paul. You don't know what people are like.
I know, but one hopes that people that are renting those are going to be looking after those cars in the same way that they might look after theirs, so that the next time they go and rent one...
Well, you can report them, surely, and they'll know who
You
the last
can.
people are. Oh, don't be silly, Paul.
That was me reporting a dirty car being hired.
Really? So that's the car front for you. We've been thinking outside
Or the
of
bonnet.
the. Just going to talk across me now again.
We've been thinking outside of the bonnet.
Outside of the box, Paul. One needs to think in other ways. Stretch one's. Do you want to do this on your own? Because that's what you'll be doing if you continue with the ridiculous mimes.
I'm in quite a good mood today.
Yes, I can soon see to that. Oh, I just want to apologise to somebody. I want to apologise to Vivi. I do. You know, I did that video about unblocking the drains with vinegar and bicarb. Vivi
Yes.
informed me very kindly that she'd done exactly the same video some time ago. She wasn't accusing me of copying her at all. We had a lovely conversation about it. I just want to say I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to copy your video almost exactly.
Have you looked at it?
No, I don't even think I've seen it, or if I have, it was a bloody long time ago.
I think it was a while. I think Vivi said it was sort of almost
Long
3
time
years ago
ago.
or something.
Bloody
No, longer
sorry.
than 3 years ago.
I'm sorry.
Are you miming?
Sorry, that's Macaton, so I
Yeah.
think it's like that. She understands.
We're never going to see her again now.
Don't copy other people's videos. And also, I didn't realise about the thumbs up in Messenger.
Yeah. I thought thumbs up meant, yay, thumbs up.
You do it all the
Thank
time,
you,
don't you?
things like that. But apparently it sort of like can also be taken to cut a conversation dead or end something.
I've had enough of that. Shut up, don't send me any more messages. So if we have recently done that to you and you've got the wrong impression, we're very, very sorry.
Yeah, but my thumbs up are, yay!
You do a huge thumbs up.
Yay!
You press the button until it goes boo.
Yeah, sometimes I... Well, sometimes it's just a little blip.
So we do apologise.
And then sometimes it's... I thought it was like to like things, that's why.
Don't take offence if we've done that to you
No.
several times.
No. I think there was something else that I was using. There was an emoji I was using.
Was
and
there?
It had a double meaning
lovely.
as well.
The aubergine.
But, what the aubergine does, of course, plumpness of purpleness. Yeah, there was something else I was using, and it's a bit like David Cameron, isn't it? Years ago, he was sending Rebecca Dudar from the News of the World thing saying lol, because he thought it was lots of love, and of course lol actually means laugh out loud. So yeah. There we are.
Fascinating.
Absolutely.
So we just wanted to give a couple of little mini shout outs to a couple of Vivi's plot neighbours.
Oh,
Eminem. Hi, we understand that you do watch our videos and that you enjoy them. And you particularly enjoyed the RuPaul's Drag Race
reviews.
Are you going to just finish my sentences now as well? Really, Paul? Really? Getting rather tired now. Ridiculous.
So, and they're lovely. They have been in one of Vivi's videos recently.
Have they?
Lovely couple, yeah.
Have they?
So, yeah. That's the one where you fell asleep the other night, I think.
Don't fall asleep during Vivi's videos.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say Vivi then. Anyway. Thank you. Bloody thank you. And we also wanted to give a little shout out to the lovely little channel. It sounded awful, that didn't it? Sound condescending.
It does,
didn't it?
yeah, you're horrible.
It sounded like I was looking down on smaller channels as though they were completely and utterly worthless.
We're a small channel, yeah. Apart from the 14.2 million people in New Zealand alone, we're like...
I didn't mean to be condescending then. No. I'm naturally condescending sometimes, though. I can't help it.
Yes, came out of the womb like that. Yeah. So...
Gone Potty Gardening.
Gardening!
If you don't already subscribe, go over and have a look at their channel. And just subscribe. It's lovely. It's a charming channel. Jackie and Helen. Helen and Jackie.
Cookery. Gardening. Allotmenting.
Yes.
Recipes. Cookery. Lots of things.
So go and have a look.
Oh,
we're
there's
saying
a big starling.
hi. What?
Big starling. You can't see it. It's there.
Where?
No, you can't see it. It's behind the shutter. It's gone now. It was really plump though. Hi.
Hi, Jackie
Gone
and Helen.
Potty Gardening.
Thank you for your lovely shout out that you gave us the other day. We
And
were
it was
charmed.
really, we were, because it was just
Always charmed
absolutely...
when people give us a bloody shout out.
A bloody shout out.
We love it.
But it was the way that it was just charming, wasn't it?
It was.
It was charming.
It's delightful.
Yeah, it was charming and it charmed us and it made us smile.
Thank you, thank you. What?
Next!
June. Oh. So we had a lovely day yesterday. We had a super Saturday with a very lovely friend. Paul made a gorgeous lunch. We chatted for hours.
And hours.
And some alcohol was consumed. Just a small amount. It was a teeny tiny triple. And we had a lovely, lovely day. So, what did you cook, Paul? You did a sort of festive, sort of themed
We had Linda
lunch.
McCartney sausages.
Lovely.
with mashed potatoes, with Portuguese cabbage, with Georgia collard greens, autumn king carrots, a squash from another plot holder who gave us a squash, and what else?
Sprouts.
Sprouts. They were lovely, weren't they?
They were divine. They were
It was all
baby
lovely.
ones as well, small and sweet.
And I did braised fennel, so that fennel that we harvested the other day.
Which,
I
if you
braised
haven't
that.
seen, go and look at the November plot tour. Yes, you'll see it.
So that was lovely. That you did like the braised fennel, didn't
I
you?
loved
You
the fennel.
loved
It was delightful. So,
And roasted parsnips.
and they were from frozen parsnips that we'd frozen last year and roasted them till they were golden and gorgeous. Divine. So we had an absolutely lovely day with our friend. So to find out who that friend was, and why did you make a fish sort of
I don't know.
to find out who that friend was and hear a slice of our fabulous day, tune in next Friday to Signed Clyde and watch and listen to podcast 6. So Paul, you did a little bit more work down on the plot, didn't you? Now, if you've seen the November plot tour, you will have seen that there's still quite a lot of work to do, and you will also have had the little tour around the new shed, the lovely new luxurious shed.
It's quite little,
It's very small.
but it'll do.
It'll do to sit in and have a cup of tea.
Yeah.
But it's too small for me. I'm 6'4.5".
Well, you want to raise the roof. Didn't you?
If we could, if it would be easy to do.
I have no idea how you raise the roof of a shed.
Well, surely you just lift it off and put another layer of planks in.
And struts and things.
I'm
I don't
sure
know.
there's a few people out there that will be able to tell us how to do it.
I'm sure Tony from UK Here We Grow would know how to.
And I think Tony from Little Farmer's Farm
Yes,
would
yes,
also be
he
able
would.
to tell us what to do, because
Yeah.
we're not very good with things like that.
No.
We don't have an awful lot of experience.
No.
But it's not bloody brain surgery, Paul.
No.
It's not bloody rocket science,
No.
is it? It's just a bit of wood.
Yes.
Isn't it? Yes.
But yeah, so we did that. We did the tour of the shed, and then after you had gone home,
Yes.
I carried on working down there. So I painted about 60% of the shed, so I'm going to finish off the rest of it today. The person who left the plot and the shed also left some spare paint. So I used that spare paint. It's a sort of muddy shade of green.
It's what?
A muddy shade of green.
What?
But we're not going to keep it that colour.
I don't think my new shed's going to be a muddy shade of green.
Your new shed.
Well, naturally. I wanted a lovely, lovely grey, sagey, greeny grey, gorgeous shade of green.
So we're using that as a base coat
Oh,
to protect it over the winter
good, that's a good idea.
from the ravages of the cold and the rain and the wind. But actually, before you say, it wasn't the best day to be painting it because it was quite cold, but it was better to get it done whilst the wood was dry, which
Yes.
it is.
Yeah.
And hopefully today I'm going to finish off the rest. So fingers crossed on that. I thought we might be able to, the shed, it's all in sort of strips of wood. I thought we might be able to paint each strip of wood a different colour.
This is why I do the decorating. No!
What about the window lintel? Can we have that a different colour?
A touch of a different shade here and there can be quite attractive, but not stripes. Certainly not in an allotment garden.
I thought it would be very fashionable. Aren't stripes in?
They might be in your world, Paul, but not mine. Next.
And I also
did you enjoy doing it?
I did.
Yes.
I did. I was sort of doing that, which is what you do when you paint. The good thing is, I'm crap at all that type of thing.
But I'm good at those
You're
kind
good
of
at
things.
those
I
things.
can paint.
But that was just a matter of sort of painting it on rather than because you're very good at doing those.
Well, I'm quite patient when it comes to edges and things. But to be honest, these days I just slap it on.
Yeah.
Really, I do. No, I do.
Same with the makeup. Yeah.
Makeup? I don't wear makeup, Paul. Gosh, this is how I get out of bed in the morning.
I also moved 2 of the edge beds from the lower plot that we're vacating to the top plot, just to sort of lay it out and see about spacing. I'm going to be moving some of the others today as well, hopefully, fingers crossed. In fact, 2 of those beds were screwed together so that we had more growing space, and one of the planks to unscrew it was an absolute nightmare. So I had to use brute force and ignorance, and that worked. And fortunately didn't. Are you sniffing?
I'm a little sniffly. I've got a slightly runny nose.
Oh,
I
runny
know.
nose. Oh.
Anyway, let's move on to the next subject. You bought a new doodah, haven't you?
Oh, I have.
You had to buy a new, what are they called?
Tablet.
Tablet, that's it. Now, this gets my goat. You've had that Sony tablet for quite some time now.
Yeah, 5 years.
And you had a screen issue with it. It went away, you got it repaired, it came back, it was fine. And then it broke. It wouldn't turn on.
Yeah, it got to the startup thing with wavy lines and then wouldn't go beyond that.
It wouldn't turn on. I said that in one go.
So I thought it was a simple software thing and looked at repairs and sent it back to the official Sony repair thing.
Yes.
And didn't hear anything, and then I heard that they'd received it and blah blah blah.
Then it came back.
And then it came back.
Exactly the same.
And
with a tiny line on the invoice saying, cannot be repaired.
Yeah.
No parts.
No parts.
What? No parts? I mean, they didn't even say what the part was, did
I
they?
think it's a software issue. I don't think it's parts at all.
But this is the thing that gets me. You've now got to hold on to that because it probably contains data.
Oh, it does.
On the chips or the drive or whatever it is inside the machine that can't be accessed by us, but could probably be accessed by somebody.
Yeah.
Some criminal. And we've now got to hold on to that. It can't be repaired. You've had to buy a new one on a contract through O2,
which itself was
a bit of a nightmare because their communication skills aren't terribly good.
Oh, appalling. It says
first of all it's arriving, then it's not arriving, then it is arriving, then it isn't arriving, then it is arriving and it arrives.
Yeah. But also they sort of say, oh, we know this, you want to get this in your hands as soon as possible, so we will have it to you tomorrow. And then tomorrow you hear nothing, and then they say, oh, something's on its way, it needs to be approved. And
we're living in an age of logistics. It
Well,
should be simple. Everybody's sending everything to everybody else. It should be simple and smooth, not complicated and ridiculously
badly
communicated. Thank you very much for that clear communication, Paul. But do you know what we're saying? So anyway, you've got a new one now.
Yes. And before anyone says, it is because I go and visit clients and things,
Paul has to
I
have
need to take
mobile
that. I can't do everything on my phone.
Thing.
The phone is absolutely great, but I can't do all artwork and things that I need, because sometimes I'll be in the middle of nowhere and I need to approve artwork and be able to scale it up really big, because it might be a big billboard or something, scale it up to see it. So I did need it, And I did buy it.
But this is the whole thing about devices that can't be repaired. You know, you end up with a stash of devices that you've got to hold on to because your personal data's on there. You don't want to recycle it in case a criminal gets the data off. And, you know, it's just crazy. They need to just start making things
to last
and that are repairable. Even things that are repairable by the user.
Yeah.
Make it simple, you know? So there are modules that can just simply be removed and replaced. You know? I don't know.
And before anyone says, I did go through all of the self-repair bits for this tablet. Which is why none of them worked and they had to be sent off.
Well, we're used to troubleshooting things. We're pretty good at troubleshooting our own computers.
Yeah.
You know, and things like that. So,
and before anyone says, "Oh, do a hard reset,"
we've done
on it,
that.
It won't do a factory reset or a hard reset.
Won't even do that.
So that is the issue. We can't do a hard reset on it because if we could do a hard reset on it, we would do, and then it would just go for electronics recycling.
Say hard reset again.
Hard reset.
Yes. You hadn't said it enough times. So, okay, have we talked about everything on the list?
No, we have not.
Oh no, we've got thank you, further bloody thank yous. Oh, by the way, I want to do a little poll. Would you, as a fan of Richard and Paul since 2017, would you, as a fan, be interested in purchasing a small piece of merchandise from us? I am considering creating a small merchandise range based on a couple of the phrases that we commonly use, such as thank you bloody thank you and Sunday chat.
Sunday chat!
Would you be interested in buying a small piece of merchandise? If you would, leave a comment and let us know. Thank you, bloody thank you. They would be horrendously expensive though.
Oh, at least £1 million.
Oh, Paul, don't be ridiculous.
2 million.
They would be high quality pieces and they wouldn't be cheap because obviously we have to make it worth our while. But would you? Like a mug?
Yes, I would buy one.
Or a t-shirt? Something like
I'd
that.
buy a mug, I think.
It would be a simple, classy design as well. Nothing tacky. Nothing tacky.
I could design it.
We don't do... No, I'll design it. Leave the design to me. Something tacky. I mean, something classy. Classy, not tacky. We don't like tacky mugs. No, we like classy. Simple.
It could be classy. It could be tacky and classy.
Here's another one of those famous jokes. So, let us know. We're just interested. Because we can't do a huge merchandise range, we can't spend a huge amount of money, but we are thinking about ways of doing it and finding out indeed if there is any demand for it. If there isn't, we're not going to bloody do it.
Obviously.
Clearly.
Can we move on now?
Thank you, bloody thank you.
Next! A big thank you to Chris in the US, who has sent us seeds from her cheeky prints that she grew this year. There are 2 cheeky prints so far that looked very similar to the one that we chose last year to be the classic cheeky prints. And those seeds from that classic cheeky prints went all around the world and people have grown them in their own allotments and gardens and whatever. So thank you to everyone.
In the whatever?
whatever. Grown wherever, window boxes, whatever, compost heap.
In a window box?
Yes, one did in a window box and then had to move it. But thank you very much for that. And Kelly from Kelly's Kitchen Garden and Chris from ACS in the US, they grew 2 that looked just very, very similar. So we're getting those seeds across and then we're going to use those seeds to grow further second generation Cheeky Prince next year or this coming growing year. So that's quite exciting. There are a few people still in Australia who are growing Cheeky Prince seeds. So their plants are halfway through the growing season at the moment. One of those is Jay from Hilltop Farm, so hopefully we'll have an update on how those are doing. But thank you very much, Chris. She sent us this lovely little letter. Thank you very much. And it says, "Today I send you the seeds that came from the prodigal son, and I happily return them to jolly old England, where they can be where they belong, under the reign of their amazing queens."
Queen. That is,
Queens.
queen,
It's got 2 queens and 2 crowns. So thank you very much, Chris, and thank you also for the additional zinnia seeds, jazzy zinnia seeds.
Oh, I like the zinnias.
Yeah, it's a lovely packet. Look, lovely packet, heirloom seeds, absolutely lovely. And also on thank yous, thank you hugely to Gabriella as well. Now, earlier in the year I said that this growing year we wanted to grow some cherry tomatoes, but didn't know what cherry tomatoes to grow. And thank you, Gabriella, for sending us 3 different types of tomato seed. One of which, I think 2 of which are, yes, 2 of which I think are, yes, they are cherry tomatoes. So thank you very much, Gabriella. Lovely card as well. Very, burp. Happy.
Was that a burp?
That was a burp.
Sounded like a fart to me.
No, it was a burp.
Disgusting.
But look, lovely cat card.
It's lovely. And Gabriella, if you want our address, just contact us. We can give it to you directly.
Yeah, if anyone wants our address, just send us an email.
Just send us an email and we'll give you an address. We don't have a PO box because we don't have enough things coming to us to afford a PO box to make it worthwhile.
No, but yes, and there are other reasons as well. So thank you very much, Gabriella. Thank you very much, Chris. And yeah, that's it. I look forward to growing these cherry tomatoes, the zinnias, and the Cheeky Prince. And we will be sharing those Cheeky Prince seeds as well. So there will be a Cheeky Prince Challenge 2020.
Will there? Oh.
Yeah, there we are.
Lovely. We got anything else to talk about?
I don't know what's on the list. Have we done everything on the list?
I think we've done it all.
We've done the list.
Talked about that. We talked about cars earlier, didn't we?
Yeah, we've done the list. No, I think we're done.
I think we're all done, aren't we? That was lovely. Bloody lovely.
I think we're going to have some lunch.
So, remember, you can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud for our regular podcast weekly on a Friday evening. Tune in next week to find out all about that special guest. And Facebook and our Facebook group Planet Vegetaria. That's Planet Vegetaria, a Facebook group by Richard and Paul. Richard and Paul since 2017. That is contractual.
And the website.
I've got that in twice. And of course, the creme de la creme, our website, with Paul's blog, A Guernsey Gardener in London.
There were 2 this week, so...
go and read them.
Yeah, one about Christmas puddings and another about a robin in the house.
And subscribe to it to get regular emails. We're also thinking about doing a Monday mail out.
Monday mail out!
Yes, with all the roundup of the week's activity by Richard and Paul. So if you think that's something you would be interested in, again, let us know.
Yeah, you can join the mailing list on richardandpaul.com.
Anyway, would that be part of that?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Sorry. Bit slow there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all the wine yesterday.
Oh,
So-
no, not that wine. Yeah, that wine. Yeah.
So, thank you, bloody. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely, lovely Sunday evening. Enjoy everything you do. Everything.
Everything.
And we'll see you very soon. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.